Bombshell from WikiLeaks: Hillary colluded. Someone will be going to prison. If there were one person that deserved to serve a life sentence of hard labor, it would be Hillary Clinton. That woman has done everything in her power for years to undermine the Constitution and the American people with her underhanded political dealings and traitorous deeds. Not only is Hillary guilty of treason against the United States, but she is the prime suspect in hundreds of suspicious murders that have taken place over the years. Then, last year, stunning new revelations were discovered after Julian Assange, founder of WikiLeaks, released hacked emails that showed the depth of depravity Hillary had sunk. In these emails, the American people were stunned to witness how far Hillary would go to ensure that she would win the presidential election, and how far her staff would go to cover her crimes up. For the past year, Hillary Clinton has not been able to shake the questions surrounding those emails or the crimes she has been accused of, and now those crimes have grown. Just today, WikiLeaks has released evidence that Hillary Clinton and her campaign were the ones who were colluding, and they have the smoking gun to prove it. Over the last year, the mainstream media and liberal pundits have been busy pushing the false narrative that President Trump conspired with Russia to win the election. However, every time these liberal hacks thought they had found the proof to impeach President Trump, it backfired in their anti-American faces and pointed right back to Hillary Clinton. Now, more proof has emerged that shows that Hillary Clinton was the only one attempting to sway the American people's vote, and we have the email to prove it. Here is a little backstory for you. On Saturday, the Democrat tentacle, The New York Times, published a story titled "Republican Attacks on Mueller and FBI, Open New Rift in GOP." This story apparently drew the ire of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, who just published on Twitter alleged evidence that a Times reporter fed the State Department email updates of the stories the paper would be publishing several days before the stories were released during the time Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. Now, who is guilty of conspiring again? Here is more from Daily Wire. The heads-up email was intended to give State and Clinton time to come up with some spin for stories that may have caused problems. Or, in another possible scenario, the heads-up could give the State Department time to create a diversion for the same day, thus overriding a damaging story with other news its friends in the mainstream media would happily cover instead. The players in the WikiLeaks email are interesting. Scott Shane is the national security reporter for The Times, and the recipient of his email, Philip Crowley, was at the time the United States Assistant Secretary of State for Public Affairs under Clinton's State Department. As 2017 comes to an end, it's clear the Clinton scandals won't go away anytime soon.